spat. Make your head tilt back like Ed a BC hat. That's where we gon' leave you at. Make them take a leaky nap. Anytime that we attack, you don't want a piece of that. That thug mentality can be an aphrodisiac. But you're doing too much, homie. Please relax. Don't make this animal damage you. Animal banish you. Handle you flammable like a match. Do what can to do with words. I'll be a man if you and if you plan to do any animal acting against the intangible. You must be sniffing out vinyl. Realize I'm a G, you just side Joe. Realize that's Mike, but not Dino. Samoye, not Wino.
This is for the G's and this is for the hustlers. This is for the hustlers, now back to the G's. This is for the G's and this is for the hustlers. This is for the hustlers, now back to the G's. Freeze. Had ease. Now let me drop some more of them keys.
Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Sid for CedItUp Production, and we are back in here. Hold on one second. We are back in the building, man. We had to come back. And I'm back again, and we have my guy. He's back from his surgery, back again. Here's my boy, Lil Al. What's going on with your boy?
Man, what's good, homie? How you feel?
Nah, man, how you feel, bro?
I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Man, it's been a minute, man. You've been out for like almost probably like a month, right?
Yeah. I had a minus. Well, it wasn't a minus setback, but I had a setback, bro. But everything on track right now.
Okay, that's what's up. I mean, because you say this is you had a setback. What was going on? Explain to the people like in minor details or whatever. You know what I'm saying? What
Okay.
was going on?
Yeah, I had I had surgery on August the 1st. That was my initial surgery. I had back surgery. They had to replace some discs in my back and restructure some things. Like 3 weeks into the recovery of that surgery, I had some issues with that particular surgery, so they had to go in and redo it again. And that surgery just happened on September the 8th.
Yeah.
So I've basically been in recovery from that. But tomorrow I'm gonna start physical therapy.
Okay, that's what's up, man. I know. I mean, I was trying to figure out ways to do things. You know what I'm saying on your absence. You know what I'm saying. Shout out to Jonathan for coming in, filling in on something, and we actually his show is jumping off keeping it real with Jay Hendo, and we also got some other things just lined up. We have Bonnie. Her show will be tomorrow.
Uh,
Pop Life. You
Pop
know.
life.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Pop Life.
that shit gonna be dope. Hey, but let me say this again, bro. I said it the last time. Hey, Jonathan and man, he filled in and his show specifically, bro. That's a dope ass show. And bro got this shit down packed, bro.
Yeah.
So y'all didn't miss a beat.
Well, our favorite thing is the going up top. You know what I'm saying? We was out of that
Right.
for a minute. You know what I'm saying? But like I said,
Yeah.
we back again. We back in the building. So man, and also I went through some things as well. You know what I'm saying? Losing my cousin
Yeah.
Tabio. You know what I'm saying? So I had to deal with that because it caught us all off guard. You know, the family caught the family off guard or
Right.
whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So, but my auntie Jean, she's doing good, and the family they doing well. So, man, and shout out to my gal Marcus because he did the service for us. You know what I'm saying? So he held
Yeah.
it down. Shout out to Marcus Anderson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I love it, bro.
Yes, sir.
And don't you and bro got some coming up soon too as well?
Oh yeah. Also, I got I'm gonna be doing Marcus Anderson quick 30. His Bible study on Mondays. It's at quick 30. I think it started at 7 o'clock or 7:30 y'all time or whatever. So I have all the information and I'll present it to the people once I get the flyer and stuff together. But it's this Monday.
Mhm.
We're doing his Bible study at quick 30. So be tuning in for that as well. And next Wednesday, we back on our regular time and day. We got Bonnie, not Bonnie. We got BB. We got BB in the
Yeah,
building. BB go be in the building.
definitely, bro.
You know.
Hey, bro, that's gonna be monumental, bro. That's a dope ass sister, bro. She grew from where we grew. You know what I'm saying? Side by side. You know what I'm saying? Same understanding, slightly different, but still thorough as the guys. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
that should be a dope ass show, bro.
yeah, I can't wait because everybody want to know what BB talking about. You know what I'm saying? So
Uh,
they'll come to the yard. Get the boys coming to the yard too. You know what I'm saying?
uh, uh, hell yeah, that's gonna be
But
dope. Matter of fact, tonight's show is gonna be dope, bro.
yeah, yeah, definitely. We got our special guest, man. We got our very special guest. Um, this is Marlan Low Dixon about to join us right now. What's up with you, boy? How you living?
What's going on? What's going on? How y'all doing?
Man, we good, bro.
Can't call it, man. We're glad to have you on the show today, man. I mean, we've been pushing it back because of the situation. We've been going through some things, but we got you on here, bro.
I
Good.
want to say thanks for having me.
No doubt, no doubt. Go ahead, Al. What you want to kick it off since you back? Let's let you
Yeah.
start this whole ordeal off.
Hey, bro, let me ask you a question, man, because this is how we normally start out. What block you originally from, bro?
I'm originally from Block 6.
Okay. What, and what year you so you was born in the gardens?
Well, I would say I was mainly 100% raised in the gardens, but I'm originally from 39th. That's where I originally came from. My mother lived
Oh,
there prior to us moving to the gardens, but my father,
okay.
he's a Cowgirl Garden native.
Oh yeah, yeah. So my fault, my other phone was tripping. So you say you grew up in block 6. What part of block 6? The front half or the back half, bro?
The
Is
front
you
half.
oh, okay, okay, okay. So let me ask you this: what grammar school you went to, bro?
Well, I went to Carver Primary.
Oh, okay, okay.
I really went to
Hey,
all the Carvers. Carver Wheatley, Carver Primary, Carver Middle. Then I graduated from Carver High.
okay.
Also, you graduated from Cabo High.
Yeah,
Okay, that's what's up. I mean, because when people, your name is Marlon Dixon. And anybody know your dad? You know what I'm saying. So we try to separate. We try to separate the two. You know what I'm saying. So because you have
yeah.
the same name as your dad or whatever, I know it's kind of hard to when your dad is like a legend in the hood or whatever. You know what I'm saying. How did you figure to find your own way, your own charisma, your own lane? You know what I'm saying? Because that the Dixon name in the garden sticks whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody know the Dixons or whatever. But to create your own lane, what did you feel you had to do to create your own name in the game? You know what I'm saying?
Well, speaking of high school, I could start with my freshman year, which I kind of like took this same decision throughout life. Rather than me go straight to Cabo, where I knew I was going to know everybody, I wanted to prove myself to myself to be able to stand on my own. So my freshman year, I actually went to Harlan to a school where I didn't know anybody.
Mm,
So
Right.
one thing that I did learn, like not just from like inside the house with my father and my family, like you can't have a name unless you can stand on your own. Your name can't stand on top of somebody else's. You got to have your own name. Yeah, we all could come together and have a name, but you got to still go do what you got to do to make your own name.
yeah. That's true because by me just having a son, he got my name, but he don't have my middle name. You know what I'm saying? So I try to we call him by his middle name, which is
Yeah.
Major, because I want him to have his own identity. You know what I mean? So and I see that you do you go by Mona Dixon or do you go with the low? I mean, what is your preference?
I'm gonna show you this.
Yeah,
Oh, they got it all.
yeah, yeah,
I got low on my degrees.
yeah.
So my professors know me as low. My colleagues in the law and finance know me as low. Throughout, once I start calling myself low, everybody know me as low.
Okay, that's so that's
Well, I
the
mean,
go ahead,
yeah.
Al.
Now I was gonna ask you, what was your experience, bro? And matter of fact, tell me the year like when you was in Carver Middle, those type that age range.
Yeah.
How old was you then, bro?
I think that was 97, so I was close to 9. No, I was about 9. That's when I started in
Okay.
Carbon.
So let me ask you this then. How was your experience? Because you were still in Block 6 at the time, right? Or
Yeah.
was y'all in 3?
No, we didn't move to 3 to 2007, 2008.
Okay. But how was that experience growing up in 6, man? Because it's a corny block, but it's kind of popular to other people. You know what I'm saying? But how was that experience growing up in a block like that, bro? I ain't gonna front. It's a dope block.
Yeah, that was a different world when you started to go to the different blocks. You start seeing like that your block was extremely different from some of the other blocks. And it was
Right.
like it was always something to do. It was like it was family oriented. Even still to this day, a lot of the Block 6 family members, like we
Yeah.
all stay close with each other, like because that's what we was, like and we still is. We're a family. No matter
Yeah.
what block we live in now, or we live in the hood or don't live in the hood, we still consider ourselves as family.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah, I mean that's what's
So
up.
go,
I mean, no, knowing, and then let's go back a little bit. Knowing that the name Dixon sticks out
yeah,
in the hood, because everybody, because when we have on the show, we say who had the biggest family, whatever. The Dixon names comes up a lot.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So, and I still want to get back into the whole finding your own identity because, like I said, you got a lot going on now. You know what I'm saying? So, what did you feel you had to do to set yourself apart? You know what I'm saying? To create your own lane. You know what I
Not be a Dixon.
mean?
Like that's me just really being honest. Like I never, when I was outside, I never really wanted people to know who I was because of my daddy. So it was like that was kind of like a iffy situation where somebody really knowing that you live Marlan. So I rather just I came up with my own name. Nobody really knew that I was a Dixon, so I wasn't going around saying, "Hey, I'm a Dixon" or anything like that.
mhm.
That's what's up. I mean, and I feel that, but to to have that. When did you start? I mean, as far as like because I know, I mean, we went to all the car, but eventually people knew because they knew because
Yeah,
at the time, low one wasn't it. You know what I'm saying?
no,
So when they heard the Marlon Dixon name or whatever, they instantly knew. They instantly knew.
yeah.
So how was you treated because of that?
I got a trillion stories about once people found out who I actually was, like or whose son I was. It changed the environment, it changed the people, it changed the treatment, it changed everything for me. Like it was like doors just opened up and everybody was happy to figure out who you was. They was excited to know who you was. They want to ask 1,000 questions. They told you 14,000 stories about that they had with your father.
Yeah.
And it's like I wasn't there during the story, but I'll go home and ask them to and tell them that you said what's up, basically.
Right.
But
Right.
for the most part, it was just really a basically trying to always have my own name. Like before I went as low, I was going by a name Marlo. So I
Okay.
gave that to myself probably like third, fourth grade, and everybody was knowing me as that name. They never did. That's how they didn't know that I was a Dixon because I
Okay.
was never using my whole name. And it was like when people did find out who my daddy was, it was like, oh, and I'm like, oh man. So it was kind of like a positive and a negative because you really don't know how this person knows your daddy,
Yeah.
and you
Right.
don't know the situation with your daddy with the person. So
Yeah.
that's why I was kind of like trying to stay away from that.
Right. Right. I mean,
But you know, some said, let me just interject real quick.
go ahead.
Bro, me and bro, we know your daddy.
Mhm.
We know your daddy when we was shorties, when we used to play baseball, bro. We know your daddy as one of the coldest pitchers
Yeah.
that ever was in All Gill Gardens, bro. One of the coolest motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? That because our little crowd, because I just want to preface this. Our little crowd, your uncle dog, that was our best friend.
Yeah.
We looked at cool cats. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers that was cool, smooth. You know, we like the Grammy motherfuckers too, because we was kind of Grammy. But the
Yeah.
smooth cats, yo, your daddy fell in that category in the clique that he surrounded himself with. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Yeah.
So our memories and our image and our knowledge of your pops, bro, is strictly on some motherfucker like that's one of the realest cats, man, that come out to G, man, because he was cold at baseball, smooth individual, bro. And I just want to put that out there because that's how we see, bro.
And
I'm gonna tell you a crazy story. Speaking of baseball, so I told you guys I went to Harlan my freshman year before I transferred to Carver.
mhm.
It was people that was at Harlan knew who he was, like the
Damn.
staff at the school. Like I was getting my ID, and the person that created my ID, he looked at my name and he called me, pulled me to the side, and he was like, "Where you from?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm from the Gardens," and he was like, "Your daddy got the same name as you?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm the junior." He like, "Your daddy play baseball?" I was like, "Yeah." He like, "Tell him Coach Rick from Harlan said what's up." I went home. My daddy was like, "I know him.
Yeah.
I was on the basketball team. I'm trying out, but I was short, skinny, so I wasn't really getting any play." The guy who was actually like the coach of the team, he kind of like pulled me to the side, like once somebody said my name, and he was like, "Is Fluke your daddy?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Time out." He literally put somebody out of the game to put me into the game.
Uh, uh,
I'm like, how do these people know this man? Like, I'm trying to get away
uh,
from this man,
Yeah.
and everybody
uh,
know this man.
And that's what I was gonna ask you because I was gonna ask you the treatment because the treatment that you said you was getting from Carver because people in because I didn't think people in Harlem knew you, but I was gonna see how was the vibe, what was the vibe the same, or how different was the vibe because the where you from, everybody knew you
Yeah.
and who your dad was going to a place like Harlem when not many knew of him, but you said they knew him in Harlem. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
it was the adults in Harlan that
Oh,
had knew him. The students
okay,
didn't know him, so it was basically like it was light and day.
okay,
Going to Harlan, it was the same thing. Like I said, I wasn't always 6 feet. I was what like 5'1", like 110 pounds soaking wet.
yeah,
So you're gonna have people that's trying to bully you and all that type of things. I was a
uh,
kid with glasses, so I had all the attributes to basically for people to bully you.
okay,
But that was okay because it was like that's how I learned to stick up for myself
mhm,
at a school where don't nobody know me. I don't have no special privileges. I don't have no
mhm,
family around
yeah,
or any of that. So that's how I was able to let myself know, like I can stand on my own too, no matter where I go. Because technically, I'm here by myself. My daddy name don't ring in this school with these freshmen, sophomore, juniors, and seniors.
right,
Don't nobody know him. I can only get so much from these staffers that know him, but they ain't telling everybody, "Hey, you can't touch him. Don't talk to him. Don't do
right,
that." So I was kind of glad to have a normal type of treatment where people gonna treat you how they really gonna treat you because they don't know who you are.
right, right. But it's like a double-edged sword. 'Cause I mean, sometimes you want that treatment, right? Or no?
Yeah, 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 yeah. It depends on where I was at.
Yeah.
Depends on where I was at.
And the thing is that we bring up Marlon because, like I said, a lot of people when they probably saw your name or saw it on an ad or whatever we posted up there, they probably thought it was, oh, Marlon gonna be on there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but it is
Yeah,
Marlon. You know what I'm saying?
right.
They can't
Exactly.
take that.
Exactly.
It's still Marlon. But
Exactly.
yeah,
we wanted to do this. I mean, we wanted to do this. I'm glad you had. We're glad to have you on, and we're going to get into what you're doing and things like that. But like I said, and like bro said, your dad was one of the guys that we, kind of, we looked up to because first of all, he was one of the main hustlers out there as far as like doing the screaming wheels. When nobody going those doing the screaming wheel shit until he brought that shit to the scene. Now, everybody going, renting out buses, we going to screaming wheel. So he gave us that outlet out the gardens. He started
right.
well for me. He started that. You know what I mean? So shout out to your pops, man. Like I said, man, we about to get into your attributes and stuff like that. Now we had to get your pops
But
his
before we do, yeah, before we do that though, bro, how many siblings do you got, bro?
Well, so my mama got 7 kids and my daddy have 3 kids outside of that 7.
And who is your mom's, bro?
TT.
Okay. Okay.
And the interesting part is that's where my parents actually met on that Screaming Wheels skating type stuff. That's
Oh
where they met
yeah.
each other. Yeah.
Dang.
Everybody made that screaming wheels though, you know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, I mean, the bus is right in front of six, you know what I'm saying? Everybody
Yeah.
right in front of your grandma's house, you know what I'm saying? Everybody
Yeah.
grab it
My
up.
hey, my grandmother house, you know what I'm saying? The whole Langley, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But okay, and then like I said, getting your own identity, and then once you figured it out, because you graduated, what year you graduated from Carver?
Wait, which one?
Carver High,
2006.
2006. Now that that's over with, you graduating, you good to go, whatever. What is your next move? What are you thinking now? Like, okay, I got past the whole my pop's name. What now is really now you're about to really make a name for yourself because nobody
Yeah.
really what you about to do now know anything about Marlan Lowe, Marlan Dixon, the Dixon, the da da da. What are you thinking now? What are your plans now when you graduated from Carbon 2006?
Uh, the plans was actually like a plan, which I can't get away from my father without because I am my father. I figured that out. There's no way that I get away from him. So I can't say what my plan was unless I talk about the situation with my father.
Mm-hmm.
So my father ended up going to jail when I was 7 years old, and that got me actually going to the library and studying law because I was trying to break him out of jail, basically. Like,
Yeah.
so I'm trying to figure out how to get him up out of here. And I'm only 7 years old. Most people think that I just be playing when I'm saying that, but I was dead serious. So I knew that it wasn't that many ways to really make it out of the hood. You got, if you're making some money in the streets hustling, you got basketball, football, the sports. You might
Mm-hmm.
have rapping. Came later on, but the hardest route was basically your education.
Yeah.
So he always pushed me like, look, you know how to think, so make sure that you use your head to think. And as we all know, it was a lot of money around, so I was always counting money, good with money, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So when it was time for me to go to college, I had two choices. I could end up doing something to where I would be like a secretary, or I can go into accounting. And
Okay.
they told I didn't even know what accounting was, but when they told me like, oh, I got something to do with money and math, put me in that.
Right.
So I decided to go that route because it was like I understood my father's situation, like how he ended up going to prison. It was like, okay, I don't want to go that same route, so I got to do something totally different. Like at the end of the day, the streets is always open 24/7. Anybody can go into them. I didn't want to do that. I'm like, let me go ahead, go to school, and figure something out different for the family, so that way I can start a new type of generation, a new
Mm.
type of foundation. So I decided to go to college, and I went to school for my first degree, which was accounting, which was basically you figuring out and understanding how money actually works and taxes and stuff.
Mm. Oh, that's what's up. And so from that point, I mean, so that was the first thing you got your degree in accounting. So I ain't gonna say what drew you to money because, like you said, you was around it. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, with the other siblings that you had, did you just say, okay, I'm gonna go? Now you got to think for yourself. Are you thinking I'm about to go for self because I got a life to live or whatever outside of the family type ordeal? You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, you got like seven siblings, right?
Yeah.
So are you the oldest?
Yes.
Okay, now that you've been the oldest, now you spreading your own wings, whatever. Are you thinking like, okay, my family in the gardens or whatever, you know what I'm saying? How can I protect them because pop's not around or whatever, whatever the case may be. Are you thinking more, it's time for me to think for myself, or how can I make the whole family better as a whole? You know what I'm saying?
I was thinking of making the family better as a whole, starting with my immediate family, but still getting what I need to get for my outside family as well, because we're a close knit family.
Yeah,
So even though my father wasn't 100% around, he was around during when I ended up going to college. But like I
yeah,
said, he went to jail when I was 7, so I technically became the man of the house. So I had to do what I had to do to make sure that my younger siblings was okay in the hood and the neighborhood and all that stuff,
right.
while at the same time still going to school and maintaining that you want to make it out of here one day. Like you got to deal with the hood every day and how the hood is and
Hmm.
the politics of the hood.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you got to build this over here to make sure that you get out of the hood and be able to give your family what it is that they need to get out of there.
Right. So I mean, going to college and taking up accounting and getting that degree. Now that you got that, now what's next for Low? What's next? Okay, because I saw that your accolades or whatever, it wasn't okay. I got this and I'm good. What
Yeah.
kept you going? What kept you? What motivated you to keep going for the next degree? The next degree, because you got a lot of degrees. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So it was a promise that I ended up making to my mama when I was little. Like, she was a young parent. She had me when she was 17, and that actually got her to not graduate high school.
Mm,
So, we talked about that growing up, like her not graduating high school, and I'm basically the reason. Even though she won't say I'm the reason, I was basically the reason. So it was like, you know what, don't worry about it. I got you. How many other kids you got? I'm gonna get a degree for every child that you have. That way,
Wow.
that's gonna be to honor you in all your different aspects to your children. So that was the
Wow.
motivation. Like, so I wanted to make sure that I got a degree for every child. So that way, if you average out my mom's children and how many college degrees they have, everybody has their own degree.
that's what's
Even
up.
though
Yeah.
I got all of them, but
Okay.
technically they can call me and I explain things to them as needed.
And I
What
saw
was
when you
your?
go
Go
ahead,
ahead.
go
I'm
ahead.
sorry, Sid. Go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
No, no, because I saw when you sent me that, because I know I know of your mom, but I didn't know your mom's name. When you laid that out and you sent it to me, I was like, oh, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? And then when you just explain it to the people how you did it, man, that's dope right there.
Hey, bro. What was your second degree?
My second degree was an associate's in liberal arts.
Okay. Okay.
For
Your
those that
third
don't
Look,
degree?
know,
in the rundown.
well, I
Okay,
say
so
Huh?
the
for
first
those, I would say for those who don't know, you got to explain some of this stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
because ain't nobody gonna say I don't know what the hell that is, but he got his degree. You know what I'm saying? So explain what that is, because I'll
so I
probably
got
that motherfucker right there.
I got my accounting degree actually right here up on the wall. So I got an associate's of applied science and accounting. That was my first degree. My second degree is a associate's in liberal arts, and then my third degree I have a degree in psychology, which is a bachelor's. My fourth degree I have another bachelor's because I double bachelor's at the same time in criminal justice. So that's four. And then my fifth degree I have a master's in criminal justice, and then my sixth degree is my law degree, and then my seventh degree is my master's in finance.
Wow, wow,
Damn,
wow!
bro.
Shout
That's
out,
dope,
bro.
bro. Hey, hey, bro. Hey, bro. That's dope as fuck, bro. I
Yeah.
mean, that's monumental achievements, bro. For real, bro, man. We salute you, bro, on some real shit, bro.
Yes,
Like,
sir. And
and
that's why.
then for you, go ahead, go ahead. I'm
No, no,
sorry.
go out, go out.
No, and when you say you made that pledge to your moms, bro, and you came through, bro, I know she is extremely proud of you, bro. I'm
Yeah.
quite sure everybody know you. You know what I'm saying? Proud of you, but just imagine in your mom's heart, bro. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that you accomplished all those things, bro. Growing up in an environment that we grew up in, different era, but
Yeah.
bro, it's
Yep.
still, you know what I'm saying, a great achievement, man. Salute to you, bro.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
And she was also my first teacher. So she actually got that. And that's another part of the story that people really don't understand, that everybody that know what was going on. So
Right.
she knowing who my father is, and she knowing that I'm outside with my father, so she seen that I was kind of going the wrong way
Hmm.
early in age. So she basically grabbed me, got me together, let me know, hey, you ain't going that route. That's not the way that you gonna go. And she set me down and she was teaching me. So because she was teaching me, that it made me fall in love with learning, because it's like, oh, I'm chilling with my mama, like she's showing me this, she's showing me that. But then I fell in love with outside because I'm going outside with my daddy too. So it's like, oh man, I'm running around with my daddy. Like,
Yeah,
so I had to figure a way out. How can I please both parents and myself at the same time?
yeah, yeah.
Because
So
my daddy is a certain way, but my mama don't want me to be a certain way, and I gotta be myself as well. Like at the end of the day.
yeah, no doubt. And it's like you getting book smart and street smart. So that's a game changer right there. If you have both of those, you can rule the world in which you have done with your degrees or whatever. You got the thing that you wanted. You set your mind to it, and you got it. You know what I'm saying? So can't nobody pull shit over you. You know what I'm saying? You know it.
Right.
I'm already knowing. That's why I said I end up like me watching the TV show Power. So shout out to 50 Cent.
Yeah.
The character that he has is Tariq.
Hmm.
I just literally watched that character like he is literally like this is my real life. Like
Okay.
this is reality. Like even when one of the lawyers end up telling him like you should go to law school. I'm
Mm.
watching the show in law school, and
Yeah.
then I'm signing up for my master's in finance, and then in the next season he get into finance.
Oh wow.
I'm like, oh man, this is some serious. Like this,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. So I mean, getting your law degree. What was your because like I know you said you figured was trying to figure ways to get your dad out or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So after that law degree, once you broke those things down, what was your next move or whatever? Once you got all the degrees, what was your next move?
Well, my next move, I actually did this while I was still in school. I was working on my master's in criminal justice.
Hmm.
I had created my company, Dixon and Dixon, but it's really doing business as like All Gale Kingpins Apparel,
Okay.
basically the same company. So I end up coming up with that, and I knew like I wanted to do consulting. I always wanted to do that because it's like you know so much. So
Hmm.
because you know all this stuff, and you don't just have these degrees, like I got 4.0s in some of these degrees, 3.9s, 3.7. So I really truly understand this stuff and I like it. And
Hmm.
it's like, why go put yourself in an office and only people that can afford you for $1,200 an hour is going to be able to talk to you?
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, I want to give to the hood. So I want to be able to bring something to my environment that I didn't have growing up. I didn't have nobody walking around the hood that was a lawyer. I didn't have nobody walking around the hood that understood finance. I didn't have nobody walking around the hood that understood psychology and the way that the mind works and at the same time they understand the streets to be
Yeah.
able to actually tell me why it's conducive for me to go a better route than how the streets is gonna go.
That's
So
what's
it's
up.
like I became what I was looking for in the hood.
And so, because a lot of people deal with mental health issues and stuff like that. Do you run into a lot of that in your field?
Yes. So it's what I ended up learning was there's a high prevalence of alcohol use and drug abuse in the legal field. Every
Mm.
time there's a meeting with lawyers, somebody from Alcoholics Anonymous has to be there, like a
Damn.
representative of Alcoholic, like Anonymous. I went to law school, so I mean I wanted to kind of wear a shirt, but I ain't never get the shirt made because I ain't want to make people feel certain ways. Like I made it through law school without cocaine, Adderall, or coffee.
Okay.
I did this with this.
Right.
Like
Right.
I ain't need no stimulants. I ain't use none of that stuff to get through this. But it's like I'm like, you know what? I don't want to do that because I don't want to, make nobody feel any type of ways. Because a lot of people already felt some type of way because this is how I was looking in law school. I
Okay.
wasn't dressed with the suits and all like I wasn't doing that. I was being myself. So
Hmm.
they had to respect me for my mind
Mm.
even though the color of my skin, because of the affirmative action was going on, I had some students believe that I was only in that school because of the color of my skin.
Gotcha.
A lot of that was going on, but then once they was in class with me and they seen the way that I talked and the way that I thought, they knew that it wasn't just the color of my skin that got in there.
Right.
So,
So,
bro, go ahead, sir.
no, go, bro.
No, I was just gonna ask you, bro, where are you operating out of? Where you licensed at? Illinois.
No, I don't have a legal license.
Okay, so where are you operating from? Where so if somebody that's watching the show, they want to get in contact with you for legal aid help or social issues or even with community activist stuff because they be
Yeah,
needing a brother like you.
yeah. All they got to do is just reach out to me on my Facebook, Marlan Low Dixon. or my other Facebook, TWODIXONS, two Dixons. I'm working on my website right now. I'm working on a school as well, not the normal school, but a SKOOL, to where I'll give access to my brain to basically people that come from my type of environment. Like I said, I don't want to charge people all of this money that they can already afford. So I
Mhm.
want to make my services affordable for everybody to really actually understand it and everything. So I'm still in the works of trying to see how I'm going to value that, but
Mhm.
I'm making sure that it's not going to be overly valued to where
Well,
people can't afford.
let me proposition you this then.
Yeah.
Me and said, and I'm speaking for said,
Go ahead.
but me and said would volunteer our time, bro, to whatever curriculum for us, violence prevention or whatever it is that you might need us. You know what I'm saying? When you open up your school, bro, we'll gladly come through, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Thank
And we'll work out the time and all that type of stuff. But we'll definitely rock with you on that, bro.
Yeah, definitely
And
Yeah,
support.
we'll
thank
do it for free.
Yeah,
thank you, thank you.
support. Cause yeah, man, I mean, that's what we about, man. I mean, we want, especially people that we know, man. I mean, we want lend a helping hand, man. Because like I said, you ain't have to come on here. You know what I'm saying? You ain't have to come on here. This help us out.
Yeah,
You coming on here helps us out. But
yeah,
then your word is helping other people out too. But people that probably need your assistance on with something, you know what I'm saying? So one
Exactly.
hand washes the other. You know what I mean? When it come down to it. Let's
yeah.
see.
I'm definitely setting the school up now. I got a financial literacy curriculum that I already have mapped out, videos already recorded. I got an educational course that I also think people should really pay close attention to, that gives them a better legal understanding of what the education system is. And the financial literacy course is also based around the legal definition and legalities and acts of what money actually is and how the financial system actually works. I was also telling you that last year I wrote a book because they getting ready to come out with a new financial system, and I
Okay.
wrote it last year for my master's in finance thesis, and my professor didn't even really know what was going on. And then, like I was telling you, like in the Genius Act that Trump passed this year, July 18th, is basically what my book is about. It's explaining to you how this new financial system is going to work and what they're going to do with it and everything. And another thing, I got this other book. This ain't my book. This ain't no plug or nothing. But I kind of found this funny that there's an actual book called the Genius Act.
Mm.
And it's not a long read,
Yeah.
but you will see where they really trying to go with the economy and society if you read that book. It gives you a heads up on what's coming.
Yeah. And my question to you is, because when you raise up the book, you said it's not a long book. How would you capture people attention? Because the internet and all that, it shows people attention span. So
Correct.
how can you get them to listen to you without just, okay, I ain't listening to that, whatever. You know what I'm saying? What could you do to get their attention? What could you present to them to keep their attention to follow you or help you out in whatever way they can?
Basically giving them access to me myself. Like if you think about the story, like my daddy gave me the green light probably like 10 years ago if I wanted to tell his story hypothetically. So if I really let people know like my real life, how I actually really grew up,
Mhm.
and then I show them my straight A's and my degrees and all that, they already gonna be mind blown. Like, how was you raised in this type of environment with all this going on, but you was at the same time doing all this? You weren't supposed to be doing all that with all this.
Right.
So
Right.
I want to show people that it's like, look, you can still be from the hood and have all the negativity stuff going on around you. But like I tell people, prosper through adversity. Adversity actually helped me to get ahead of a lot of privately taught students that I met throughout life.
Mm.
I didn't just get all my degrees from public schools. I was jumping from public to private, public to private, public to private. And I learned a lot by doing so because what's taught in the private schools is not taught in the public schools.
Mm.
So I want to show people like, listen, you can come from the trenches and you still can make some of yourself. It's all up to
Yeah.
you. If you really got
Hell
the
yeah.
wherewithal, you can do it. Like, because if I can do it, and it was treacherous nights growing up, how I grew up.
Mm.
So
Mm.
if I can make it through that, listen, and you ain't going through nothing like that, I can talk you through it.
Gotcha. Gotcha. What I mean, what ask you this? Because you said what's taught in a private school is not taught. What was one of the things that stuck out to you that you learned from the private school that you didn't learn in the public school?
Okay, so in law school, what I end up learning is you have this is a person called Francis Kafka.
Mm-hmm.
Francis, and it's Kafka. He ended up basically showing you that how the legal system is, it you can't get in it because it's gatekeepers. Like, so you gotta wait at the door
Mm-hmm.
until you're let in. Even though you seeing everything with your own two eyes, and everybody that's at the gatekeeper, they telling you like, even if you make it past me, it's gonna be a bigger, stronger gatekeeper once you get into the next room. So
Right.
basically, the analogy is what it's saying is you never really truly learn what the law actually is.
Mm. Mm.
So when my father went to prison and I started trying to figure out what law was, I just figured out what law was earlier this year
Wow.
after I graduated law school.
Wow.
I'm gonna teach everybody this. Law is actually land, air, and water. That's what law is.
Yeah.
So you have laws that's maritime law, which is the water. You have the
Yeah.
states and the statutes and the constitutions, that's the land. But you also have air laws as well, because you got mineral rights in the ground and then you got aerial rights in the air. Everything is dictated by law.
Mm.
And you have to understand that. So the laws is always changing. And another thing, what I end up learning in a private school, that this is the craziest setup. The police is the start of the law. They are the law enforcers.
Mm-hmm.
They have discretion if they want to pull you over, arrest you or not. That's the first step of discretion. The prosecutors have the discretion if they want to take the case to court or not. That's the second step. The judge have discretion if they want to charge you or go above or below the guideline. So when we see these cases that's coming down and we wondering like, wait, how did that person not get that much time?
Mm.
Like, it didn't make sense. They did this. They got caught red-handed. If you change the color of the person and put that person right there, they
Yeah.
go be under the jail. It's because of the discretion that's built inside of the law. It's built in it.
Right.
Man.
So, like, is they supposed to be teaching this?
Right.
Am I supposed to be hearing this? Like, cause then when I got to the public school, I got a great education from the public school. Like, cause I wouldn't know finance the way that I understand finance had I
Mm.
not went to the school that I went to. So shout out to the Iowa University College of Law Tippy Business School. But when I got to that school, they wasn't talking like that.
Okay.
They wasn't teaching like that. So I was like, wait, hold on. It's a difference in the schools.
Mm.
Like, some is teaching you certain information and some is not teaching you that same information. So I'm like, okay, that's interesting.
And you catching it though. You catching it. That's the
Catching
thing.
it. Oh my God.
Yeah. That's the thing, man. I mean, because certain things, we sometimes we know what's going on, but then we sit back and let it just happen. You actually caught it and analyze it and work it into your favor. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
man, that's what's up. That's what's
I'm gonna
up.
give I'm gonna give you guys one more criminal justice gem. And I gotta say this, I gotta give my disclaimer. This is not legal advice, not financial advice. This is just something that I did in school. So I was in one of my classes and I was a 1L. It was probably like the first 2, 3 weeks of school. We was reading the case, and in the case it stated that it was a Supreme Court case. So the Supreme Court cases, that's the law of the land. Once they come down with a case, every state got to follow that. They said that police cannot be held liable for violating your constitutional rights unless they knowingly violate your constitutional rights.
Mm.
It sounds pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
But me studying criminal justice and getting the masters in that, what I learned is when the police go learn, they learn to enforce the law.
Right.
They don't learn what the law is. So
But
how can they?
no, I just want you so the people that's watching they know exactly what you're talking about. You talking about qualified immunity. That's what the police got, or any the police. They got qualified immunity. Judges, anybody that in a position to make a decision, you know what I'm saying, that would might violate your constitutional right. Automatically, they got qualified immunity only because they can claim ignorance
Right,
that they
but if
didn't
you
know.
you got to put them on notice. So as long as
Exactly.
you tell them like, hey, if you do this, you're gonna be violating my rights. So
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
advise you not to do that. Then you get them on film and all that type of stuff. Now you got proof. But it's like that's a Supreme Court case that I'm like, wait, hold
Right.
on. How they don't know that these people ain't learning the law? Like
Mm.
Yeah.
how they enforcing something that they don't even know. And if they violate your rights, but they don't know that they violated your rights, then they can't be held
Mhm.
liable. It's no way that they gonna know that they violated your rights because they don't even know the law.
Right, right. I got
Exactly,
you.
bro.
I got you.
Exactly. And that's how they get away with it, bro. They
Yeah,
get away, but what you said was is very, very important. And God forbid that anybody have interaction with the police, bro, because it's a horrific situation. But if you do and you know some of your rights, you like bro said, you got to let them know if you violating my Fourth Amendment, you know what I'm saying, illegal search and seizure. So if you doing all these things, listen, I'm letting you know on camera, body camera, whatever, that what you doing is illegal.
yeah,
Mm.
Now you can't claim ignorance to the law.
right.
I just told you that.
Yeah.
So that's what if you out there like bro say we play good attorneys and comedians and all that shit on the internet, but do your own research.
For sure, for sure.
So I mean, the way you come at it, because you said I think you said earlier that when you went into these classes or whatever that you dressed apart, right? Did you say you dressed apart? That they
Yeah.
so what by doing that is that would that bring attention negative or positive for your like clients or whatever? You know what I'm saying?
I would say in class it was both of them. Like because I studied psychology, so I knew what I was doing. Not
Okay.
only I'm already black, I'm male, and I'm from the city of Chicago. So
Mm,
in the criminal justice, if you black, young, and male, that equals criminal. I'm
mm,
not saying that that's what they research told me.
mm.
So I'm black, I'm male, I'm dressing urban, and I'm sitting all the way in the back of the class. So everybody is thinking he ain't gonna last in law school. He don't know what he doing. But
Right.
my psychology was teaching me that as long as I'm the smartest person in this classroom and I say the smartest answer, what I'm finna make the whole class do is turn around and look at me. Now y'all know who said it. Y'all know who Low is. Y'all know who I am, and y'all got to see me every day. And this
Yeah.
is how I'm coming to class every day. I'm dressing like this.
That's
I'm
what's up.
comfortable.
I
Mm.
likes that. I likes that. That's dope. That's dope. So I mean, after all that, the degrees and stuff like that, what is it? What is next? What is next? What's the plan now? Because when you drop the book, definitely I'm gonna definitely get the book just to read down on the book or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I do that. I read and then I bring you back on. We talk about it and then we breaks it down or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So what is the next move for Marlon Lowe? What's the next?
The next move is to literally give the community everything what they've been missing, both financial, both legal, with through me consulting because I call myself a life consultant. I give out legal information, insurance information, financial information, education information, and equity information. I'm going to show you the information that you don't know where it's at, how to find it, and the research and all that. I just can't make the decision for you. I
Mm,
don't have a legal license, so I can't go into court and represent you. I don't have a financial license, so I can't give you financial advice. But I know how this information works, so I can show you the information and I can tell you what I am doing.
gotcha. Gotcha. And most people need that, man, because most, like you said, most people can afford those types of um like business like that. You and we don't even think about them. You know what I'm saying? As far as financial things, we try to figure out ourselves and get in further debt. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, what do you say to those people like that? I mean, because what you just said, you're there. So, give your like how they could get in contact with you or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? What could they do?
So if they want to get in contact with me, like I said, add me on Facebook, Marlan Low Dixon. Contact me at Two Dixons. You can contact me at Duffel Low. My email is mdixon3 at twodixons.com. You can send me an email. If you see me in the hood, say, hey, what's going on? I need to talk to you. Like I'm working on my Dixon and Dixon website right now. I should have that up within the next 2-3 weeks. I just got my developer email this morning. He just gave me the password to go to the back door to start looking through it and make sure everything is going well. I just uploaded my school yesterday. I'm done with the financial literacy stuff. I have to upload all the stuff onto the school. So I'm a regular person.
Mm,
Like I even to give this information back to the neighborhood, I became a substitute.
mm,
So I go to Carver and teach. I was just in Chicago teaching at Carver for 2 weeks.
wow.
And this is what I was teaching them. I was showing them legal information and I was showing them financial information. And they like, wait, I'm like, y'all ain't gonna learn nothing like this in school. It's not in
Mm,
y'all curriculum. They like, is you trying to create a class? I said, I'm creating a financial literacy course. And if I become a vendor in Chicago, then the schools that can afford me, that's where I'll go. But I don't
mm.
want to do that right away because it'll take me away from my neighborhood and my school and my community. So I rather sit there and give them the information first. So now once I know, okay, everybody's starting to understand and know what's going on, now I can be a vendor, then go to other people's communities.
Gotcha. So, I mean, this just me because I probably need somebody. You do taxes? You do people taxes?
No, I don't do taxes. I don't even do my own taxes, to be honest with you. But I can tell you how you should look at the tax code though.
Okay. Hey, I mean, because like I said, everybody need that financial help because, like I said, most people don't know how to manage money, budget, right? You know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So, I mean, definitely get in contact with Marlon Lowe Dixon, man, because he's doing big things, and we want to keep him going, man, keep him encouraged and stuff like that. Because, like I said, you came on here. I wasn't expecting all this information, and I'm glad that you came on. But we're not even done yet. We still rocking. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, we got a little segment that we do going up top. Are you ready to get going with that?
Yeah, we go on top.
You want to start it off,
Uh,
Al?
yeah, bro. It's a lot of the top questions, man, because you was born in 2012.
Yeah.
88.
I know it was no 2012, bro. But hey, bro, my first question is what we always ask is up top. I can't say fucking up top in the farms because you probably don't remember up top grocery store. If you do,
Oh,
Yeah.
with
then
Rick though?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, Rick was in there.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. My bad, bro.
Rick,
I
Rick
don't
Shorty,
be
all
it.
them. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was in there.
Okay. So which one? The farm or up top?
Of course, I'm going up top. The farm was for the gates.
Uh,
But
it really was originated for Block 17. You know what I'm saying? That was our
Yeah,
own personal stuff. Block 3, we ain't have to make that long ass walk. Y'all had to
yeah,
walk
no,
all
yeah,
the way
no,
up
that ain't.
top.
Yeah, I lived in six, so I up top was way closer than going all the way to the farm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I,
And did y'all ever get that salmon letter outbreak?
No,
oh, yeah. Wait a
Hey,
minute. I thought the chicken.
that
What the
was hey,
chicken?
hold on, said Joe. That was a joke, bro.
oh, I
It
was
did.
about to say like,
Hey,
oh,
it didn't
I got
land
that leaf.
well. I just want to clear it up. It didn't land well, but that was a joke.
I got that Levy check though. Everybody
Yeah,
got the Levy checks.
yeah, I got one
What?
too.
I figured the chicken farm was for block 6. Yeah, it's about the.
Because you got, I didn't live on the end of Block 6 across the street from 17. You know, you could keep straight and then be at the
Yeah,
Yeah,
farm. I live on the other end, so it was easy to just go that way, go
right.
through 5, go towards 7.
yeah. That's still a long walk, man. But you got to think about
Yeah,
it, man. That was a long walk. Well, if you didn't have a car going up top grocery shopping, you show.
yeah.
Right.
Okay, you got another one out before I go into mine?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you. I know you're gonna be a little biased, man, but who was your favorite candy lady in the G?
Now you know I'm gonna say Miss Jackie.
Yeah. Hey, gotta ask it, bro. Gotta ask it, bro.
No, because I asked you yesterday, I said, because you like, because I said the dog house. You like, what the dog house? You don't remember that one. But I mean, that was just one that was like if Miss Jackie was crowded in the morning, whatever, because they were selling candy in the morning. So if she was
Yeah.
crowded, go to the dog house or whatever. I got one for you.
I like Miss Jackie because she gave me special privilege to where when the line was long, she'll let me into the house and pick out my candy.
Hey, that's part of Ben Dixon.
Right.
We got let's go with Harold's chicken or sharks.
Mmm. I'm gonna have to go with Sharks because Harold's a little overrated. I ain't gonna lie. I really like Sharks.
What? Uh-oh.
Yeah, but I not the lemon pepper, no lemon pepper, but just
Right.
the regular Sharks. I don't know how all the other Sharks is. I go to Sharks like close to the old Club Secrets and Mr. Ricky's.
Uh-huh.
Like a
And Dalton.
yeah, that's the Sharks I go to.
Uh,
Okay, if you went with sharks, okay, so what was the other Dillinger? What about sharks or Dillinger?
I still go with Sharks.
Wow.
wow.
That's man. You a sharks guy then. Okay, that's what's
Maybe
up.
it was because I used to be going out, and you know when you before you go out, you got to eat before you drink. So it was just right there. So I just kept getting it.
And they always open. They open later than the rest. Okay, got you. I got you. Got
It
you.
was easier.
Uh where you going? You wanna go Al or you want me to go?
Nah, go ahead, bro.
Um since we're gonna take it back to the hood and crate courts or playing basketball with the bike rim.
You said the bike rim.
You never played with the bike rims?
No, the crate courts. Yeah, I definitely I done dunked on some crate courts and shot some few jumpers on there. So I had to go with the crate
Crate
courts.
courts. Gotcha. Um you play baseball, right?
Not like my daddy, but I know how to play it. I
Okay.
played a little bit.
I was gonna say strike them out or one-on-one hooping.
1-on-1 hooping.
Gotcha. What is the cleanest block other than block 6? Because we're gonna go block 6. What was the cleanest block to you in the gardens?
The cleanest.
Yeah.
Like you talking about like trash on the ground, all
Yeah,
that
the
type of
cleanest.
wild.
Yeah.
Uh, 7 really wasn't that bad.
A
7
lot,
wasn't that bad.
a lot of people say 7. A lot of people say 7. Now I'm about to hit you with one of these. What is the dirtiest block?
Ooh. Now that might end up being 15 because all the way back there on the dark side, like man, you don't know what's gonna come out of them woods and it's too dark. Oh man, that was scary.
Wait, Tom Davidson said 17. I don't know if he said this is the cleanest block or the dirtiest block. I don't know which one. Let me know what you say, Tommy. Is it
No,
the
Tommy was he made the cleanest block, bro.
Yeah, all right.
See,
But
so so 17 is the biggest block, and it's like kind of like really two blocks. So one half of 17 was clean, and another half of 17 wasn't as clean.
yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
that probably was that probably the block that was all the way in the back.
By
Yeah,
Aldrich,
You know what I'm
close to
saying? By
Aldrich.
yeah,
Aldous and shit, man.
yeah.
And that might that just might consist of like two or three rows. Other than that, the whole 17 was dope as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Jay Hendo said block 16. I guess he said, as you said, that's the dirtiest block or I couldn't say the cleanest because I think block 16 is the block that
Yeah,
no one really talk about.
yeah. But the rocket used to be over there though, behind the
Hell yeah.
tower in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah. Block 16. Okay. The coolest block, like they had cool people in the block that you like, damn, they had
Coolest
a lot of
school.
cool guys out there.
Me growing up, I probably have to say nine.
The coolest?
Nine, yeah, nine was really cool. I like going over there because that's when my daddy he be gambling, so I go over there and he'd be over there, and it was like I was just outside, even though it wasn't my block. I was outside, and it was like a welcoming block, and everybody was cool.
Gotcha.
Now. Granted, the older people in my block versus the older people in a block might not have got along, but at least the kids was getting along.
Yeah.
Block
Uh,
six. I'm from block six too. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, uh I lay low in block 17 though. You know what I'm saying? So block 17 was really my block, but I block six is where I lay my head at though. Now we went to the cleanest block, coolest block, baddest block. What was the baddest block? You like, damn, I ain't going in that block.
Uh, three,
Three.
three was a no go. I went over there before, but three was a no go. I wasn't supposed to go over there. I did what Simba did in Lion King and went somewhere where I wasn't supposed to be going.
That's what's up. Now, we try to make things a little bit universal too as well. But let's say on one more thing: the biggest family, other than yours, the biggest family in the gardens.
It's between the Allens and the Bills.
That's about right, because that's what majority of people say. It's either y'all family, the Bills, or the Alice. You know what I'm saying?
They deep.
Playing marbles or pitching pennies.
Pitching pennies all day.
for real.
Who was the funniest person in the hood to you?
To me, spin cycle. He from 17. He is a black dark skinned dude named Spin Cycle. He used to case everybody. You
Okay.
ain't even want to be in his way when he get on the road. Like you might want to keep on walking. He don't care how geared you is or none of that. You
Going
gonna be
in.
the joke of the day. Yeah.
Okay. Tommy said I forgot about the figures. The figures got a big family as well. The figures, they had a big family out there. What's up, Isaiah? See you there with the AG All Stars in the building. Let's shout out these AG All Stars right quick before we go to the
Man.
next ones. All right. We got
Okay.
Isaiah in the building. Tommy's in here. Jay Hendo is in here. Serena, she's up in here. We had a lot of people that's checking you out, bro. A lot of people. Um, you want to go ahead, Al?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's stay in the garden for just a little bit. Up top, or I mean not up top, but the children building or the Catholic, bro, far as after school program.
Definitely the children building.
Mm.
What part of the children building that had you up there like almost every day?
The roof.
Hmm.
I like you know what, the Catholic was good when we was coming up because they had you had the counselors and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? The older generation came in do the counseling and stuff like that. They had the skating and things. But the children had a lot of activities going on up in there though. They had a lot of activities going on. Um, you got another Al? You want me to go?
No, go ahead, bro.
Um, let's go. Let's step outside the hood for a minute. Jewtown or Rosen Stores?
Definitely Rosen, City Sports,
Yeah,
Jimmy Jazz. They had some other little dollar stores too that was kind of cool.
yeah. I mean, that's still considered a hood too. So I mean, it was kind of close to the
Yeah,
hood.
yeah,
Because I didn't really go to Jewtown unless I went with my moms or whatever. But Jewtown, you get on that 34, you know what I'm saying? Michigan bus, you there.
man.
So let's make this universal. Let's test your hip hop skills right now.
Okay,
Scarface or Q?
Scarface.
Mm. DMX, Tupac.
I gotta go with X.
Oh, we cool with that one there, because why? Why? I would like to know
Flesh of
why.
my flesh, blood of my blood.
Yeah,
What?
but you know what? But a lot of people go with Tupac because it Tupac or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying because I mean, it's not too many people that when we did this went with DMX, and I will go with DMX because I like DMX too. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I had some more. Let me go with Let's go with the movies. Juice versus
Milk.
Minister Society.
Ooh, I gotta go with Minister Society because when I was younger, it was literally like my friend To. Shout out to you, To. Me and him was Kane and O Dog.
Okay, I think Juice is kind of overrated.
See, Juice like that. That movie just really ain't friendly. Like he really did that to all his friends that was supposed to be his friends. So it's like it's just the thought process behind that. I mean, Minister Society, you in the hood chilling with your guys. It is what it is. That's how it is in the hood. But when
But
you taking your guys out, like,
oh
no,
yeah, I think Juice blew up because of Tupac.
yeah,
But if you look at that movie now, the storyline wasn't too good. Minister Society had a good storyline. You know what I'm saying? So this is just my opinion. I think Juice is overrated. I mean, when people put it in as a classic, it's a classic because it was Tupac. You take Tupac out that movie, what you got? A Tubi movie.
All
But
right.
Life or Harlem Nights?
Harlem Nights, blow a big toe off.
Okay. Um,
Let me get one in, bro.
Go ahead.
I'm a double back. Um, Paid in full or minister society.
Mm.
Oh, see now I gotta go with paid in full. If you're gonna put it against Minister Society, I have to go to paid in full because the story behind that, with it being so like authentic and true,
Mm.
that's what really makes it like, oh wow, like, but it happened like that in the streets for real, for real.
Yeah. I I mean, me personally, I think I still go with Menace to Society because of the storyline. Well, both have a good storyline, but I think because Menace to Society had a lot of people that I actually knew pretty much. You know what I'm saying? The characters or whatever. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? So, but you can't go wrong with either or. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. They both good movies.
Yeah. Um, I had a. Oh, okay. Let me hit you with this: Jay Z versus LL Cool J.
Now I don't know LL like that, so I gotta go with Jay Z.
He's 88.
Reasonable doubt. Reasonable doubt. That's the reason why, like, me understanding the actual story behind reasonable doubt, me understanding the law, understanding reasonable doubt, me understanding why he named it reasonable doubt,
Mhm.
I understand it. So
Okay,
that's why I go a reasonable doubt.
gotcha. I'm still going to LL because that's my era.
Right. Right.
Raquel versus Nas.
I gotta go with Nas, Illmatic. And Ether, he ate Jay Z. Like that's still the rawest diss track period
Ever?
ever. You can't put nothing against that. Like he ate Jay Z up.
I think No Vaseline was better than that. Ether.
What about the beat?
The
Shit,
beat,
the beat for No Vaseline was super dope, bro.
yeah.
That shit was.
I like the beat.
I get Nas, bro, but he ain't had the coldest diss, man. Not
Cause wait, here's the thing. I think Ice Cube was spitting facts.
Yeah,
When you talk about diss, when you spitting facts, it makes that diss track more like, damn, he got him. You know what I'm saying? But if you fabricating some stuff, you know what I'm saying, and just throwing some jabs or playing a dozen or whatever, it's cool, it's
yeah,
good. But when you spit that facts and you make a whole crew disperse, he killed in
yeah,
that way. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
made them disperse. You know what I'm saying? So, but you can't go wrong. I ain't gonna lie, I like Ether too. You know what I'm saying? But when you hit the Pacifics and you hitting the facts, I love diss songs like that when they're hitting the facts. You know what I'm saying? But that's your choice. That's your choice. Queen Latifah, MC Light.
Queen Latifah. All because of you and ITY.
Yeah, 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 like that. But
okay. Well, Nicki Minaj or Queen Latifah.
Queen Latifah because she real. Nicki Minaj has got too much fake stuff going on.
Right. Right.
Plus, if you think about the messages between what Queen Latifah came out saying versus the messages now of Nicki Minaj is like night and day. And it's like she's sending women all the way off and then sent them off. And that more Nicki Minaj's is coming out, and there's really not that many Queen Latifahs that really want to be feminine in their womanhood,
yeah,
which I think is going to be detrimental. So that's why I'm gonna rock with Queen Latifah because she was real.
because I was about to ask. Okay, so I mean, even with Queen Latifah versus Eve, what you think?
Ooh. Okay, so now if you're talking about, yeah, that kind of get a little harder because Eve actually got real bars, like, and she had meaning behind a lot of her songs as well too, and she
Yeah,
came out way different, especially to be the girl on Rough Riders. Like she had to be wild.
yeah, yeah. So you
So
going
I
with
got to
Eve?
kind of switch. Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go Eve on that one.
Gotcha. Hey Al, hit him with some R&B. You got some R&B on you?
Let me see. Okay, Jagged Edge or next. Who you got?
Jagged Edge.
Okay.
Tony, or Mid Condition?
Tony.
Okay, Jagged Edge or Drew Hill?
Mm. See, when you switch it up, it kind of make it hard when you put somebody else because the Dragon, man, listen,
Yeah.
they had it lit up when they was doing the Drew Hill Dragon stuff. So I'm gonna go with Drew Hill because of that.
So now we're going to pivot a little bit. Drew Hill versus everybody want to know Jodeci.
That ain't even no comparison. That's Jodeci all the way.
On the real.
I mean, no. For me, I'm still picking Drew Hill.
Oh, no.
Or
You
with
can't go
Jodeci?
again.
Singing
Casey and
wise,
JoJo.
singing wise,
Yeah.
Well, now see Casey and JoJo, both of them can sing. I think it was just really what was his name? The
Cisco,
one, yeah, I think he was the only one that really truly could sing.
the
But
big guy can
both of
sing.
them can sing with Casey and JoJo.
The big guy can sing.
He ain't messing with JoJo.
Yeah.
He ain't doing that. And then you got to really think about it. Like if you really if it's Friday night, you got you a honey, you got you a little drink. Y'all know y'all finna vibe. You ain't throwing on no Drew Hill. You can go wrong throwing on Drew Hill.
I
You
mean,
ain't going wrong throwing on Casey and
see, you
JoJo.
think, see, the thing is, y'all, you thinking of the guy Cisco himself. But the song, if you go on song by song, it ain't a cakewalk. Y'all making it like it's a cakewalk. It's not a
No, no,
cakewalk.
no, 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 no. I ain't saying it's a cakewalk. I'm saying in the situation, I ain't gonna throw on no Cisco with his gold hair,
See,
his
you saw,
mom.
see you. Here we go. You go with the gold hair. I'm talking about songs.
No, Cisco, no.
But you know
Casey
what?
Jojo, yeah.
I think I'm gonna still pick Drew Hill, but I actually saw Jodeci perform live, and I was disappointed. And it kind of I'm gonna pick Drew Hill anyway, but the live performance where I saw
Oh yeah.
Jodeci, I was like,
Yeah, no, I can imagine that Drew Hill performance live. I know they was like overly turned, like over performing, and like I know that was a good show.
yeah. But Jodeci, their performance was bad. It was bad.
They performed inside the booth.
Ugh, man. Uh, I don't know how old school you are. Let me hit you with the 80s versus 90s music.
80s.
80s hip hop or 90s hip hop?
You got to kind of throw some names when you say 90s hip hop.
90s hip hop, you had the Tribe Called Quest, you had the Jay-Z, the Biggie, the Tupacs. You know what I'm saying? 80s, you had the Rakim, the Daddy Kane, the KRS Ones, the you know what I'm saying? It's like a jungle of what that.
Yeah, from my perspective, I'm kind of like in the middle. I was born in '88, so a lot of the music that I was listening to was a lot of the '80s music. But once I got older to actually understand some of the songs, it started being the '90s music. But if I could go with like only one or the other, then I'd probably go with the '90s because I was kind of understanding what was going on.
Yeah,
Versus my mama, she listening to the '80s music, my aunties and everybody. So I really didn't know what was going on, but I can bob to the beat and sing the words.
yeah. I got you. Because I think the 80s was good. I mean, even the names that I mentioned or whatever, because you still had the EPMD. It was more competition
Yeah,
in the 80s, you know what I'm saying? Because
yeah,
everybody had their own different styles or whatever. The 90s took it to another plateau. Now hip hop, everybody sound the same. You don't know who's who.
yeah, yeah.
Everybody sound the same. So um, let's go with Earth, Wind, and Fire versus Isley Brothers.
Isley Brothers all the way. I know Earth, Wind, and Fire, like they way older. Well, maybe they not older than the Isley Brothers, but I probably heard a few Earth, Wind, and Fire songs.
Mhm.
But Ronald Isley, like I was hearing him up into me being like a teenager. So I knew the Isley Brothers songs like from a child up until I was almost an adult.
And Biggie kind of kept Biggie and R. Kelly kept them kind
Yeah,
of relevant. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So yeah. Uh, let's go with Luther versus Freddie Jackson.
Luther Vandross.
It's not a cakewalk though.
No, I ain't gonna say it's a cakewalk, but Luther.
Well, you got two cake walking though.
On real.
uh, let's go into some comedians before we get up out of here. Good Time versus Sanford and Son.
Oh, yeah. That's super hard. Cause Red Fox was overly funny how he just was treating the lady in there
Yeah, yeah,
and his son.
yeah.
But then JJ was overly funny, and Esther had JJ doing all type of stuff, and oh,
It's
oh yeah, no, that's super hard. I'm
it,
saying Good Times because I like Good Times. Good Times just because of the name. That's what I'll say.
wow. That is just crazy. I know who because we know I've been a Sanford and Son fluke. I mean, buff since I can remember. Still relevant.
Yeah,
But I got you. Let's go with um. I'm trying to look at something that I haven't hit you with. Uh, Beyonce or Janet Jackson.
if I'm really going off their songs and their catalog, I say Beyonce. But Janet Jackson is more like an icon, even though Beyonce is an icon too. But Janet Jackson been a household name since forever ago.
Yeah, says Penny from Good
Yeah,
Times.
exactly. That was a wild episode too. I was thinking about that when I was thinking about Good Times.
All
That
right.
was a wild episode.
So we're gonna kick it. Go, let's go. We're gonna kick it Chicago style, and then we're gonna see what Al got. Then we're gonna wrap this up. Before we do that, Tribe Called Quest or Outcast.
Outcast.
Now we're about to hit Cubs versus White Sox. Who you a fan of, Cubs or Sox?
White Sox. I'm from the South Side.
That don't mean nothing. I'm a Cub fan. I'm a Cub.
Yeah.
I like Sox 35th.
Common versus Lupe.
Ooh, now that's Chicago. Chicago against Chicago. Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay, so Common Common is more, I would say, down to earth. He got a lot of meanings in his music. Lupe
Yeah.
Fiasco kind of came more like kind of being out there, but kind of different. And at
Hmm.
the same time, so it was like kind of catchy pop, hood, laid back, something different with the skateboard type.
Yeah.
I go with Lupe because he was more like diverse. Like he had a lot of different type of styles to him being one type of artist.
Gotcha. Now, if you went that route, Lupe or Twister.
Now I got to go with Twister. Ain't nobody spitting faster than Twister. Buster Rhymes. I don't even think Buster Rhymes spitting faster than Twister, and he spit fast.
Yeah. Yeah, I like to see them do I like to see them do something together, like one time at least.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Uh, Kanye or Twister.
I got to go with Kanye. Kanye has a lot of meaningful songs. Rather, I don't care how crazy people think he is.
Yeah, all right.
If you actually understand some of the things that he's saying in his songs, you will really understand what's going on ahead of time.
Yeah, yeah. Even without a song, the stuff that he's saying, just talking, blurting out stuff. He's saying some stuff. People just
Yeah.
they got him like he crazy, but he's saying some stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Now I'm gonna tell you one of his lines that I kind of like heard in the song, but I had to go get educated to figure out what he was even talking about. Like I learned this while I was in school. In the new Slade song, he said the DEA teamed up with the CCA. They trying to lock niggas up. They trying to make new slaves. The DEA is the Drug Enforcement Agency. That's a federal agency. The CCA is a private corporation that builds private prisons. He said they hooked up. They trying to make new slaves.
Mm,
They literally really own that for real. Like
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
some of these states got contracts with some of these private prisons that they got to keep the prison filled 90% or more, or they gonna
Wow.
have to pay a fine. The state gonna
Yeah.
have to pay the private prison a fine if they don't lock enough people up and keep them in prison.
wow, that's deep.
I'm like, Kanye, how did he know that? Like, what? Like, I learned all that in school and then had to go replay that song over and over. Like, what else was he saying in here? Like, cause he put that together in a real quick, short line, and that was a lot of research I had to do to figure that out.
But the thing is, what I think what they do with Ye is make him seem like he's spazzing out, and so
Yeah,
people are like, oh man, he's crazy, whatever. But he's really telling you something. But
yeah,
they push it in narrative that he's crazy, so you're like, oh man, he at it again. But so now you ain't listening to what he's saying. What he's telling you,
right.
he's telling you some stuff.
Yeah. It sounds crazy until it becomes reality.
It's crazy because people don't understand it.
Yeah,
Niggas don't
Right.
It was
understand
very
season crazy.
misunderstood.
Right.
Yeah,
Shauna or the Brat?
I got to go with Shauna. Shauna actually was in my house.
Yeah.
Yeah, she actually came to with her Big Nasty Modoja when they was doing the Wild Boys. She came to the hood and everything. They shot a commercial in six.
Since you went with Big Nasty, let's go with Big Nasty or TMC. That's the top five.
Oh, now why would you do that?
That's the
Why
top
would you
five.
do that?
That's the last of
Oh,
the,
man.
that's the last of the going up shop.
Oh my God. Oh, you got the Wild Boys versus the affiliated. Oh, I gotta go with I gotta go with Nasty because I understand Nasty music from a personal standpoint. Like I seen him like in his in his aura with what he was talking about, with what he was writing about, and what was going on. I even went to shows with him when I was a kid.
Okay.
So that's why I said like the affiliated and the Wild Boys like they both was like at the same time in the hood like doing the music.
Right. 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 So I mean, I think Al, you got anything before we wrap this up?
No, I'm good, bro.
Uh, Before I let you go, Eddie Murphy or Richard Pryor?
Mm. I don't think it'd be an Eddie Murphy without Richard Pryor.
Yeah, because Richard Pryor opened a lot of doors by speaking
A
his
lot of doors.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So if you, I mean, saying that, would MJ, Michael Jordan, or LeBron, who you go with that?
Michael Jordan all day because it wouldn't. I mean, LeBron still is the greatest right now of his time, and I'm not going to take that from him at all, none whatsoever. But in reality, it was a different type of basketball in the 80s and the 90s. Like LeBron do a lot of flopping. Jordan was doing no flopping. They was socking people. Like so, that's a different ball game. Like so, I got to go with MJ. He was getting wild with the flu.
Gotcha. But and I'm trying to. We got 3 more minutes. I just ran across a couple more. David Chappelle or Cat Williams?
David Chappelle, the Chappelle Show. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
love the Chappelle show. Chris Brown, Usher.
Ooh. Usher 8701. He went crazy.
Let's see, who made a bigger impact in Chicago, Michael Jordan or D Rose?
Ooh. Okay, now I got to be real with this one because I got to say D Rose, not just because he younger, but because like you can actually see D Rose walking around Chicago, like talking to people. He doing like he's really in the community. He's helping out. He's always been attached to the city. Mike was hooping for the city, and he might go out downtown, nightlife like that, but he wasn't really around the city like
Yeah,
how D Rose is. Like the care in D Rose is there.
yeah, yeah. I think too. I mean, both of them had an impact. I think because Rose is from the way he grew up from
Yeah,
Inglewood, we saw his struggle. We saw his
yeah,
struggle. MJ, he came through. He made us love basketball. It's a good comparison,
yeah,
the
yeah,
impact or whatever. But it's kind of hard. I usually go with D Rose on it too because we saw him grow until
yeah.
we became. You know what I'm saying? So we go that route. Man, bro, I appreciate you coming on, man.
I appreciate you guys for having me.
But once again, like I said, if you ever need us for anything, man, we definitely here. You got my number, I got your number. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You drop that book, I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna read it. We gonna bring it back on. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Hey, before you leave, though, bro, put your information back out there again, man, in case people want to get in contact with you.
All right, so Marlan Low Dixon, that's my Facebook. We got two Dixons, TWODIXONS. That's another Facebook, my business Facebook. I also have Duffalo, DUFFLE, capital L, capital O. And if you want to reach me on the email, it's MDIXON3 at TWODIXONS.com. Twodixons.com.
Man, that's what's up, man. Like I said, once again, man, we appreciate you coming on. And until then, man, like I said, Al, stay on for just a second. But Marlon, I appreciate you coming on, bro. And like I said, once you drop that book, let us know. We advertise, we put it out there and help you promote that.
All right, appreciate it. We're gonna have a part two.
Yes, sir. Appreciate
Peace,
you, bro.
bro.
Yep.
All right, peace out. You guys have
Yep.
a good day.
Yep.
You too.
Yeah, man. Al, like I said, man, it's good to have you back, man. Once again, man, good to have you back, man. Yeah, I know you pushing
Uh,
through it, man. I know
yeah.
you pushing
Uh,
through it. So,
hey, but let's hey, who we got? Who you say we got coming on next week? Wednesday.
well, actually, tomorrow we Bonnie had joined. She just joined the chat or whatever. We got Bonnie show tomorrow, 11 in the morning, on the Pop Life. We're gonna discuss the topic that we got for that one is going to be what do you consider a friend,
Right.
a best friend or a friend? We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna get deep up into that because I mean, a lot of people claim they got friends, and then a lot of people that that's not friends anymore. You know what I'm saying? We go check it out. We'll go see what Bonnie for her first show. We're gonna kick that off with her tomorrow. Monday. Monday, I think we got two things going on. I'm not for sure. I, Marcus Anderson, we got. I definitely we're doing a quick 30 with Marcus Anderson. He's doing his Bible study Monday at 7:30. I want to say it's a quick 30. It's a quick 30 minutes, whatever. So we want a lot of people to join it and check out Marcus Anderson. Like I said, shout out to him for pastoring my cousin Octavio funeral. Shout out to him. Next Wednesday, before I go there, because I got to talk to Jonathan about this, Jay Hendo. If we go do the keeping it real with Jay Hendo, that's gonna be Monday as well. So we could probably do back to back, whatever. But next Monday on Jesus Hustle, back on our normal time, we got BB. She's gonna be joining us next week. We're going right back to our Jesus Hustler time and date. Wednesday at 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern. That's what we got going on next week.
Yeah. Now, I was kind of trying to divide my attention. They got the Julio's out there protesting against ICE in Chicago. So that's why I was looking up at the TV screen.
They still got that going on out there?
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
But yeah, that show on with Bonnie tomorrow, bro. That should be dope, bro, because we gonna hit on a lot of different levels, bro, and angles, and about friendship. You know what I'm saying? Whether celebrity type friendships or
yeah.
personal, you know what I mean? Business, you know what I'm saying? Because that friendship falls up under a lot of different categories.
Yeah, yeah. Because I mean, when we talk about celebrities, you could talk about the Jay Z, the Damon Dash, the people that actually help you come up, and then all of a sudden you fall out. And what's the extent of it? You know what I'm saying? So definitely, there's gonna be a good show tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, like I said, 11 o'clock a.m., 12 Eastern. We're gonna come back again. We working, bro. You back? Like I
Yeah,
said, good to have you back, man.
good to be back, bro, for real.
All right, man. Tune in tomorrow. Definitely come in and join us tomorrow on Set It Up Production, Pop Life with Bonnie, my boy Al, and myself. We gonna come in and come again tomorrow morning. So just get ready for it because I know Bonnie about to bring that heat, yo. All
For real.
right, then, man. Like I said,